people, as promised, I'm here to show you all how I attached my dreadlock extensions. So, here I'm just showing you guys the dreadlock extension that I handmade, which I'll be doing a video on that soon. Coming up next, real soon, I promise. Here I'm just showing you a bottle. This bottle is just filled with plain old water. Um, right here, I'm just spraying the braid. Okay, and with this braid, what I kind of want to show you guys is you want to braid your hair down first. As you can see, I do have a braid. You want to kind of section your hair and you want to braid it or you want to plait it with plaits. So that's kind of what I did there. So I'm spraying the ends of my dread. While you're making your dread, you kind of want to leave a little bit out so that you can wrap depending on how long your hair is. So after I sprayed it, just to help moisten it up, makes it easier for wrapping and a more smoother wrap. I started where the dread was, as you can see. I took it to the root of the braid or the plait, whatever you like to call it, and I pulled it as tight as I could. And here you see me just wrapping it around, making sure that you don't miss any spots. And I made sure to go over my roots once or twice. It just helps it to blend in with your hair. Once your hair starts growing out, it makes it seamless. So I just took my time. And also this video is slow motion. Once I've did it over and over again, I kind of got used to the process and I kind of sped up a bit. But you'll see the black that's coming through. That's my hair color. The hair I was using was a natural brown. Sorry, I'm getting out of the shot right here. But the hair I was using was a natural brown. The hair that I purchased off of AliExpress. So I planned on dyeing these all so that all of the colors could match. So here I am running out of hair a bit, but still wrapping. You just wrap until you run out of all of your hair, as you can see. And I had to end up redoing all of my sections because they were too small. So you see I have that little string. Little strings are good because you can wrap them and that kind of guarantees for this not to slip if you're wanting it permanent. I was going for a permanent look, so I just wrapped all of my little strings. If you don't want it permanent, you might not want to do that. So here's the hair that I have left over that was attached to the braid. You can either wrap that up or down while if you're going to wrap it down. I wrapped it down until I covered my hair or wherever my braid ended. I wrapped it down, then once I finished wrapping it down, I took my crochet needle and then I kind of picked it through. Like you can do that now, but I was being lazy because the crocheting part really is really time consuming. So I'm just wrapping it as much as I can at this point. Also, the more wrapping you do, the more guarantee it's not going to come out. So I'm done wrapping at this point. I ended up cutting it, just cutting off the excess. And once I did that, I took my crochet needle and I picked through whatever was left over, just a little stray pieces. I just picked that through to ensure it wouldn't come off, and then I palm rolled it a little bit and just blended in. And that is how I attached it. That thing is going nowhere. Also, once the hair gets older, because it is human hair, it'll look very realistic at the roots. Being that it's fresh and I wrapped it tight, it's just looking a little petty right now. But as a couple days went by, it really got natural looking. So I am all done after 5 days. So yeah, this hairstyle took me, I would say a little over 5 days. It took me about 5 days, maybe seven, eight at the most. The longest part was making the dreadlock extensions. I got impatient and I ended up getting two packs from the the beauty supply store because I just couldn't wait, which I don't recommend you doing that. It was the Lord and Cliff hair, and I got 1B, and my hands turned black. It's so much dye in that hair. Also, when I wash the hair, you can see all of the dye that they had in the hair. I just couldn't wait for the AliExpress hair. The big difference I noticed was that AliExpress truly uses the human hair. There was no dye in it. It didn't leave a residue of hair dye, black hair dye on my hands or anything. It was very clean hair. I also wash these before I put them in because it is human hair. You just never know where hair is coming from off of AliExpress. So to be safe, I just wash them. So this is before me twisting the hair. I didn't really want really, really straight parts. I wanted it to grow, let my roots grow out so that I can have a nice twist once it all grows out and I can add hair. Plus I have a lot of shorter edges and I don't want to strip my edges out. So I kind of played with the parts in the back, if that makes any sense. I didn't want really sharp parts. So you kind of see the ones that's the AliExpress hair, and then you can see the darker black one in the back. That's the that one right there on the left. That's the beauty supply store hair. So I wouldn't recommend that. This is kind of where I just twisted the hair and then I crocheted it and kind of made it look as if I started my hair from twists, which is a really cool natural look. I liked that technique. The rest of them are just straight crocheted. It took me honestly about 20 minutes to do each one, but then again, I wasn't just sitting there and doing it focusing wise. I was kind of like looking at schoolwork or either watching TV. Then, when you watch a TV, your hand kind of like slows up. And so I probably could have finished them a lot earlier, but hey, it got done. So I will warn you, it is a time consuming process. You can buy them. You can sell these for like, if you want to make a hobby out of them, you can sell them for like $48 for 10 of them, which is a bundle in dreadlocks from what I researched. But I wasn't going to pay that much, so I made them myself. So here is the final result. Hope this came in handy for you guys. Any questions, comments, concerns? You know where to leave them.